I forgot my knee pads. Well, they're right here. I just forgot to put them on. The worst.
5, 4, 3, 2, let's roll. This is how we roll. This is how we roll. This is how we roll. Let's roll.
Yeah! Woohoo! Yippee!
We're live.
What's up, Planet Roller Skaters? Indy JAMMA Jones here, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a handstand on a ramp. Roll in, homie. Handstands are also sometimes called ho-hos in the roller skating scene. These are a really popular trick that I get questions about all the time. It's super fun. It's something that you can throw all over the park. You can add style to it, but there's some really basic things that you should know when doing a handstand. They're gonna make this trick way more fun. Well, the first thing I do is start in the grass without any skates on. Boop. There are two basic kinds of handstands. At least the way that people have been doing them on ramps, there's two. So there's like the style that I did when I first started learning, and that's like the gymnastic style handstand that looks like this. And then there's also the donkey kick to handstand, which is more of like a yoga strength kind of style, and it looks like this. You could do both kinds on the ramp, but the second one, the donkey kick, has way more potential to become other things, and it actually uses your pump to get to the top of the ramp. So that's the one that we're going to focus on today. The first thing you want to do is get comfortable in the grass, just doing a regular donkey kick that looks like this. The important thing to note when I'm doing this is that my shoulders are actually like on my ears like this. So you can see that my shoulder is touching my ear. If I sag like this, I'm gonna fall into my face. So it's really important to shrug those shoulders and push all the way through. Sometimes I'll have a friend put a hand just to make sure I'm tight. So put your hand on top, like push my shoulders down. Yeah, and push all the way through. If my arms are saggy, you're gonna be able to mush me, see? And take a video of yourself too, because I have everybody feel this, but sometimes people are going like this. So make sure you're actually shrugging through your shoulders. And you can see the difference here. So here's my shoulders, I'm pushing through. And here's my shoulders are sagging. As you can see, it makes it pretty difficult. The other thing that I want to think about that's going to help me to get into handstand is put your booty up first. So I go drop, hands, booty up, booty up. Once you get that hand, shoulder, booty stacked, your legs will be able to go up and do anything. So this is the important part, right here. And then you can open up once you get that. And do other things. The other thing is your head. A lot of people tend to stick their head out like this. When your head's out like this, you're more likely to like fall forward onto your face. But I always try to look back behind me. So I'm actually looking over there when I'm in the handstand. If you stick your head out, it's a bit trickier. So those are super handstand basics, and now we are going to put on our skates and try to get just kind of a basic rhythm before we head over to the ramp. So let's get laced up. Normally I would have on red radar energy wheels for the skate park. Today I was testing the light up wheels last night, so this is what we're working with. This is the Fame skate, which I'm trying out now. So far it's pretty awesome budget skate. And then the light up wheels. So I don't know if you'll be seeing them light up, but we'll see how it goes doing handstands in these. They're definitely gonna slow me down a little bit. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna do some more in the grass and just get used to the weight of my skates. but you're trying to put your hands close to your feet. If you reach really far out, it's way harder to get into a handstand because then your butt has to go way further to get stacked on top of your hands and your shoulders. But if you drop your hands close, then you'll be able to stack. Also remember that once you're in the handstand, you have to come back down. So whenever you're coming down, it's important to put your feet back as close to your hands as you can, like this. My skates feel really heavy when I do this in the grass, and that's okay. It's gonna be way easier when you take it to the ramp because you're gonna have momentum behind you, and that's just gonna pop you right up into the handstand. But it's really good to get used to it on the grass so that you don't do the thing where when you go up for it on the ramp the first time, that you like, you know that one? So if you practice in the grass, you'll be able to get the shoulder strength that you need to be really safe doing it on the ramp for the first time. So, got my helmet? Let's do it.
Got some grass on your back.
So whenever you're doing a handstand, it's good to find a ramp that like goes all the way to vertical. Like the bigger the ramp, the easier it is to get to handstand because you have more speed, more pump, more power. So this actually isn't the best ramp to demo on because it doesn't even go all the way to vert, but it's still a pretty good spot to learn how to do it. Whoa. First I'm going to show you the two most common mistakes. We already kind of covered these things in the grass, but once I do it on the ramp, you're going to recognize real fast. Those two most common mistakes are one, banana back. And that's where you try to kick with your feet first, stick your head out and like arch your back up. It's gonna be really hard to get into handstand if you're kicking your feet up first, especially for women because our center of gravity is our hips. That means your butt has to go up first if you're gonna get that stack to get into handstand, not your feet. Your feet are actually the last thing you're thinking about. The other most common mistake is the wind up. And that's whenever people throw their hands up when they're in the flat and then try to kick into a handstand like this. And so it's like they're winding up to try to like throw a handstand. It doesn't work like that. You have to carry your power with you and circle your arms under. So this is what the wind up looks like.
Gentlemen, gentlemen.
Thank you too much. So it's gonna be really hard to get all the way into handstand if you do the banana back or if you do the wind up. That's why it's really good to practice the rhythm on the ground. And the rhythm that I think, it feels like drop, plant, butt, kick. Drop, plant, butt, kick. And I just figured that out just now as I was like thinking about how it feels. So the way I practice on the ground with that rhythm, and you can even like find a little edge or something too, like this. Drop, plant your hands, butt up. Drop, plant, butt. You do it the right way. Once you get that rhythm, and once you get that timing, really it's just building up the speed and the power and the strength to go all the way to handstand. There are a couple things that you could do as practice to build up to that. One of those is donkey kicks on the ramp, and that's really good because it gives you the practice of putting your feet back in the ramp to go fakie without putting your toes stopped down. When I was learning how to do handstands, I started doing donkey kicks just like part of my warm-up. And if you watch the warm-up video, I actually do regular donkey kicks and donkey kicks going fakie as part of my daily warm-up. And I really love it because it just gets me used to being in that really like balled up position with my body all the way closed. So I'm gonna just go back and forth here and show you a couple donkey kicks. No matter what level ramp skater you are. You can do this if you're brand new and you're just learning. You can start really low, or you can start all the way to coping. So those are great practice for snapping back in and being able to roll fakie. The other thing that's really, really gonna help you be able to get all the way into the handstand is actually pumping down the opposite side and then also making sure you're pumping up into the handstand. It's amazing how often people don't realize that they're just not pumping. You're just letting the ramp carry you. And to be able to get into that handstand, you have to know how to use that power. What's happening behind me? It's crazy here. To learn how to pump down and up the ramp, you can check out my how to pump episode. But right now I'm just gonna demonstrate what not pumping into a handstand versus pumping into a handstand looks like. So first I'm gonna do it without, then I'm gonna do it with. It just like has like no power to get into it. If you watch now when I pump, you actually see me moving like this. And I'm trying to like push my feet through the concrete on the way down and on the way up. I go, drop, push. See the difference? Cool. The in-between of the donkey kick and the full handstand is getting that stack. And at that point, your legs could do anything. Here's just a couple of variations of things that you could do once you have that stack with your legs that add a little bit of flair and make your handstand different. You can also do different rhythm things, which are pretty cool. So now I'm gonna distract these kids and get them out of this area and then come back and try to demonstrate some of these for you guys. Let's go. While you're learning this, it's totally cool to put your toe stop down to come back in fakie. Anytime I'm feeling insecure or I think I might tumble backwards, I'll just let my toe stops touch. And that's what makes this feel like a really safe trick, is like the highest risk involved is that you might face plant on the deck, you know? Putting your toe stop down is totally fine, but it's definitely a comfort thing. When I see somebody do a handstand and they don't put their toe stop down, I'm like, laced. That trick was complete. But when I do see the toe stop drag, I'm a little bit like, that was cool, but like, you're being safe, you know? So that's how I feel about the toe stop. Great in the beginning, but eventually try to take it away. So really the only thing left to do is to take it to different places. Like, I love seeing handstands on the deep end of bowls, over spines. Like, you can take this trick so many different places, and it's still the beginning of this trick. Like, it looks like everybody's done everything there is to do. They haven't. There's a ton more that could happen with this simple handstand on a ramp, and I'm really excited to see where you guys take it. So tag me in your handstand post at Planet Roller Skate on Instagram, or comment below with a link to your handstand video. I would love to see what you guys come up with. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Planet Roller Skate. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out planetrollerskate.shop for any of your roller skating needs. And until next time, later skaters! And out. All right. Here you go. Thank you. Little eye glitter for the lady there. Little eye flare.